country, and I think she's, in a sense, you know that very few critics when you read, well, that's not saying not very few, there are many critics actually that when I read, I feel are completely bias-free and agenda-free, you know, and invariably people, members of the fraternity, tend to have conspiracy theories about critics which are always wrong and incorrect. But you know that Shubhra, somebody, she lives in Delhi, she lives away from all the madness that surrounds us, and that gives you perspective, it gives you objectivity. And she's discerning, exceptionally so. I don't think she's liked anything I've ever made. It doesn't stop me from respecting her word. And when there is that one odd occasional film that she doesn't mind, it becomes a big deal for me in my head.
You've really earned it.
Yeah, I feel like, oh my God, she liked it. The fearful part is that sometimes she likes things that no one goes and watches. But that doesn't matter, because eventually she's being honest to her word, she's being honest to her job, she's being honest in her critique, and it's wonderful, and as are you, Rajiv. But I think that you liked many more films than Shubhra has. So that's the only why you're on the opposite side of the spectrum. But what is amazing about Shubhra is she's consistently, I would say, discerning. Like there is never like, she doesn't have, like I know that when she once told me that there's every film that I go in and watch, she says I go in like without any kind of information in mind. She tries not to even watch the trailer at times or find out too much about it. So I think the whole idea when she goes and sits in the cinema hall that she wants to like it. Who doesn't want to like watch a film? You know, you don't go and saying, I hope this film is going to be awful, it's going to be such.
Although a lot of people think all critics are like that they go in.
No, I think I'm one of those rare filmmakers, I think, that almost reads every review written in the digital world. I read and follow everyone's opinion. In fact, I'm the one of the first people who, of course, knew Shubhra wrote for Indian Express, or that Rangan Bharadwaj writes for The Hindu and now for the Film Companion. You know, Rajiv and Anu were our superstar critics, but there were so many others who were academic, who were prolific, who said many, many clever things about movies and didn't give you the screenplay of the film or the story. You know, and with their version of the screenplay, which sometimes critics tend to do, is that I would have done this, but you are not the filmmaker. You must not say what you would have done. Why don't you just review what you've seen? And I think I'm really a big review junkie. So for me, I'm kind of starstruck being between Rajiv Vasant and Shubhra Gupta right now.
Shubhra, you're embarking on this book.
For the 50, because Harper has a series which has 50 songs that, 50 something that. And when we first started talking, I told him, I said, how can you have 50? It's not possible. So he said, it has to be 50. Then I looked at all my reviews of the last 20 years, every single one of them. And then I whittled it down to 100. And then we fought about, can we do 100? He said, no. Can we do 100? He said, no. Please. He said, no. So he said, got it down to 50. That took me almost a year to do that. Because I watched every single film, every review, having read every single review, every single film from 1993 onwards, every single one. And then we chose the 50. Yes. And that took a long time to do. And I wasn't really, still not very happy about the 50, I have to say. I wish it was 100. At least.
Why did you choose to make it 50 then?
So then, you tell me about this.
Is it Shantanu?
Yes.
It was your choice to
Yes,
make it
it
50?
is his choice because they have a series which says.
Oh.
So it had to.
50 Indian film classics and 50. I think it's exciting. Of course, you can include so many things, but for 50, Shubhra has to do something.
Yes, the lot of work that went into and the fun part was that I actually watched every single film that I whittled down to 100, and then I watched every single one, each one of them, and then I read. So the nice part about this book is that it has the original review of when the film came out, and then I revisit the film and then I stack it up with the new stuff, which is really where the USP of the book lies. Because each of these films came out when the country was at some stage doing something, or people were doing something, or each film is about its time more than anything else does. It comes out at a particular time and it talks to that time. So when you look back, you have perspective. But when I was reviewing Dilwale Dulhania Le Jayenge, for example, there was absolutely no idea in any of our head that it was going to be the film that it would be.
Right.
It was in one moldering single screen in Delhi that we all watched it. And we all said, yeah, theek hai, achhi hai, this was fun, that was fun. But did any one of us know that it was going to be the kind of film that
question to ask you, Shubhra. Have you seen Dilwale today? How many stars would you have given it? I want to know. Since you sit with not more than 1.5 and 2 on many occasions, I just want to know how many Dilwale. I'm not even going down kuch kuch hota because I'm worried it'll break my heart. So we'll just break Aditya Chopra's heart for now.
So you really
In the recent past, there has been an audience. Yes, maybe it's done 20 crores at the net box office, but it was also made at a tiny budget, and there was an audience that walked in to see it. And I think that you should empower. And few breakthrough films happen with films like Piku or Nirja, Kapoor and Sons, Pink, that are also critic-friendly films and that also got a wider audience base because they were perhaps more thematically, in tune to larger parts of the nation. But having said that, I believe very strongly that the writing needs to be empowered. That's the one thing we as an industry have stopped doing. It's not what Shubhra talks about, the syntax, about whether people are unhappy or happy. That's irrelevant. According to me, it's great writing. We don't get that because we have directors who think they're writers. Not all directors are writers, and they should realize that. Someone should tell them. And the only thing is that you should, I'm not a writer. I was forced into it and then I started believing I was one, which is my failing. So today when I look out and go beyond myself, I'm like, I need to create great writing energy in my company for me to kind of empower myself a lot more. We don't empower writers. We tend to lean too much on the filmmaker or then the film star and very less on the writer. And the writer is actually the heartbeat of a film. He or she can really model Indian cinema and take it forward, or we'll just very soon kind of go into oblivion and be the stepchild of entertainment from being the mothership, because it'll be taken over.
But I think I'm really happy with that. It just unburdens you as a writer to take off.
I think the reason to have stars is the quick conversational point that comes out of a review when you read it. It's a like if I've read your academic analysis of film, it may not be immediately engaging as much as the final result. It's like, test mein marks kitne mile is what we want to know. So when you say 2.5, it's immediate indication. So I suppose your 2.5 is because I liked it, didn't love it, but I didn't love it that much, so I will give it 2.5 and be safe. So I think it's
2.5 is, I think that 2 and 3 gap is too wide. The 2 is kind of below average.
and the worst is when films get half star. So it's like you get marks for just showing up. I think you get half star for just releasing. So I like, what is half star? I don't get that either. I don't get 1.5 either, Shubhra, but that's a conversation we'll talk about later. It's your favorite rating. But like Shubhra didn't mind the film. She gave it 2 stars. That's the indicator, apparently. I was like,
yes, it is the indicator. Because
Yeah.
2, it's fair. 1 is poor, 2 is fair, 3 is good.
and there's something between poor and fair, which is bad.
It was okay. Like, I will tell you this, Karan. I go there, like I said, I'm looking for something
Right.
to like. And
No,
I
no,
will
that's
tell
true.
you that I did not like this, but I will also say that this worked for me, and I'm always the stars, I wish we could just throw it out of the
And I
window.
have to say the scary part about Shubhra's review, that it pops up first when you write reviews of a film. So that 1.5 stars staring into every time you write reviews of the film and Shubhra's review is up there. Oh God, can someone push the others up a little higher?
As a filmmaker, doesn't it disappoint you? This whole rating system makes the film look like a product. It's not a Maruti car where
Yeah.
you say, okay, the interiors for this and the tires were not very good. I mean, I don't know. People keep asking the
But
critics.
I think-
want to know what the filmmakers feel about.
Nandita, I dance on reality shows. You're asking the wrong person. I'm pretty much a commodity of my own. So I'm hardly the person to comment on somebody else objectifying me. I've objectified myself enough. So it's absolutely fine. I have no problem with that. And you missed the beginning of our chat where I said I'm obsessed by reading reviews. I'm a review junkie. I love reading. Even like now, my favorite pastime sometimes is like, let me go back to the reviews of an old film just for my entertainment, just to see what people have written, and it's engaging.
I feel like you benefited from it.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you
Tremendously.
learned
Because
from it.
I'm one of those people who loves to read what's wrong with things. Even the people around me, I encourage them to tell me. I know that I make a film, a kind of film that will never appeal to all sensibilities. But I like to know that within the parameters of even that, what are the glaring errors that I feel people and reviewers are very, they're instinctive enough to point it out, and they give you a perspective that is not something you may think of entirely on your own. I read The clever ones who I believe are sharp and intelligent enough to analyze your film, I love reading what they have to say because at the end of the day, they're being honest. They're not coming with an agenda. Why do they care? They don't know you. They don't know you long enough to kind of have an opinion about you personally and therefore be biased about your film. That happens more within the trade. But I think English media, when they report, or Hindi media, and regional media that reports your films, they have a really strong perspective. Like one of the longest reviewers I really admire is Rangan, and I love reading his reviews. They're very long. And when I started reading them, no one had even, Ayan Mukherjee, the filmmaker, told me that you've got to start reading Rangan Bharadwaj's reviews. And they are deeply academic, and he spends a lot of time, which is why his reviews never out on a Friday, because he comes up with something. He spent a lot of time thinking about the film and then giving you, and then he finds things that you have not even thought of. Sometimes they're true, sometimes not. But I'm a fan. Like when I read Shubhra's review, I know that she's agenda free. She didn't like it, but this is the reason why. She wanted to like it and didn't like it. Similarly, when you break down a film, I find you very entertaining on television, especially because you say some really funny things at times. And if, God forbid, we're at the receiving end of something, it's quite hilarious. As to when Raji, even Anu, when she reviews, because Anu has this sweet demeanor, and then she says the meanest things about your film, and you'll be like, oh my God, like she's so lovely when you meet her. How can she say these mean things? But she's being true and honest, and that's the truth.
I really think that personality of being personal, I think it needs to be anybody here who sees any personal, even a little hint of being personal, I think they should just not go down that path at all. That reviewer is not a reviewer in my opinion. Then they are judging you. They're judging you on
Reviewer's personality in the review as well.
Exactly, because it has to reflect who you are. Like with Shubhra, I think you're more detached from all of us as an industry, and we meet you, as a respected member of the media, and we meet you like, an academic, a platform such as this. With Rajiv, I have to ask you, it must be tougher for you to maintain that objectivity because you interact with every member of the industry on a weekly basis sometimes, and then you have to go and say things about them sometimes in a not very favorable light. It must be challenging for you to face those very same people next week again. I'm sure it's difficult. Going words as soon as you walk out of a screening, if you're inclined to being that kind of cynical, if you're that popcorn munching happy audience that is just going to watch it and say, "Arey paka ho hai, acha hai, bura hai," whatever, then that's separate. We're talking about those who treat cinema like an art form. And if cinema is an art form to you, you will want to give it that thought. Like you see a canvas, you can't immediately say, "I like this painting." You have to stare at every part of it, literally. Like a book, when you read, you're absorbing it because it's allowing you. Words do that. Visuals sometimes tend to not. So I think that's what I suppose you mean.
I also feel we're moving towards, and which is a good sign, a lot of films which don't give you easy answers. Like I don't immediately know how I feel about a certain film. It might make me feel uncomfortable, but it's a deeply satisfying film. It's a very good film. So I think sometimes a little time is always. I think we have time for just one more question. Just one more.
Yeah, you talked about how heartbreaking the process was of actually bringing down the films to 50 out of 100. So I'm not exactly cribbing here, but one film I would like to see in this list was English, because that was one film where 50-year-old actress is able to break this notion that women comebacks don't work. So I just thought maybe that is what exactly you